ಓಕೆ, ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಇವತ್ತು 23 ಅಲ್ವಾ ಶ್ಲೋಕ? 23rd, ರೈಟ್? ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನಮಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯಂ ನರಂ ಚೈವ ನರೋತ್ತಮಂ ದೇವಿಂ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಂ ವ್ಯಾಸಂ ತತೋ ಜಯಮುದೀರಯತೆ. ನಷ್ಟಪ್ರಾಯೇಷು ಅಭದ್ರೇಷು ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಭಾಗವತ ಸೇವಯ. ಭಗವತೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಶ್ಲೋಕೆ ಭಕ್ತಿರ್ಭವತಿ ನೈಷ್ಟಕಿ. ಮೂಕಂ ಕರೋತಿ ವಾಚಾಲಂ ಪಂಗುಂ ಲಂಘಯತೆ ಗಿರಿಂ. ಯತ್ಕೃಪಾತಮಹಂ ವಂದೇ ಶ್ರೀಗುರುಂ ದೀನತಾರಿಣಂ. ಶ್ರೀಚೈತನ್ಯಮೀಶ್ವರಂ ಓಂ ಅಜ್ಞಾನತಿಮಿರಂಧಸ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಜನಶಲಾಕಯ ಚಕ್ಷುರುನ್ಮಿಲಿತಮೇನ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀಗುರುವೇ ನಮಃ. ನಮೋ ಓಂ ವಿಷ್ಣುಪಾದಾಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣಪೃಷ್ಠಾಯ ಭೂತಲೆ ಶ್ರೀಮತೆ ಭಕ್ತಿವೇದಾಂತ ಸ್ವಾಮಿನಿತಿ ನಾಮಿನೇ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರಸ್ವತೆ ದೇವೆ ಗೌರವಾಣಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರಿಣಿ ನಿರ್ವಿಶೇಷ ಶೂನ್ಯವಾದಿ ಪಾಶ್ಚಾತ್ಯ ದೇಶತಾರಿಣಿ. ಜಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭು ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶ್ರೀ ಅದ್ವೈತ ಗದಾಧರ ಶ್ರೀವಾಸದಿ ಗೌರಭಕ್ತ ವೃಂದ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. ಹರೇ ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for joining Bhagavatam study. So let's continue our discussion on Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Passing Away of Bhishmadev, text 23. Can somebody read this? Whom is allocated? Any idea? If not, anyone can read. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'll read.
Yeah, please.
Bhaktaya Desya Mano Yasin Vacha Yan Nama Kirtayan Taya Jan
Bhaktya Vesho Mano Yasmin Vachaya Nama Kirtayan Tyajam Kalevaram Yogi Muchyate Kama Karma Bhi.
Translation. Thank you. Translation and purpose by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The personality of Godhead who appears in the mind of the devotee, be attentive, devotion and meditation, and by chanting of the holy name, releases the devotee from the bondage of fruitive activities at the time of his quitting the material world. Purport. Yoga means concentration of the mind detached from all other subject matter, and actually such concentration is samadhi or 100% engagement in the service of the Lord, and one who concentrates his attention in that manner is called a yogi. Such a yogi devotee of the Lord engages himself 24 hours daily in the service of the Lord, so that his whole attention is engrossed with the thoughts of the Lord in ninefold devotion service, namely hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, praying, becoming a voluntary servant, carrying out orders, establishing a friendly relationship, or offering all that one may possess in the service of the Lord. By such practice of yoga or linking up in the service of the Lord, One is recognized by the Lord Himself, as it is explained in Bhagavad Gita concerning the highest perfectional stage of Samadhi. The Lord calls such a rare devotee the biggest amongst all the yogis. Such a perfect yogi is enabled by the divine grace of the Lord to concentrate his mind upon the Lord with perfect sense of consciousness, and thus by chanting his holy name before quitting the body, the yogi is at once transferred by the internal energy of the Lord to one of the eternal planets where there is no question of material life, and it con- concomitant concomitant factors. In material existing, a living being has to endure the material condition of threefold miseries, life after life, according to his fruitive work. Such material life is produced by the material desires only. Devotional service of the Lord does not kill the material desires of the living being, but they are applied in the right cause of devotional service. This qualifies the desire to be transferred to the spiritual sky. General Bhishma Deva is referring to a particular type of yoga called Bhakti Yoga, and he was fortunate enough to have the Lord directly in his presence before he quitted his material body. He therefore desired that Lord stay before his view in the following verses.
Hare Krishna. This is again very, very wonderful glorification by Bhishma Dev about the Supreme Lord. The Bhishma Dev is saying here the personal Godhead who appears in the mind of a devotee by attentive devotion and meditation, and by chanting the holy name, releases a devotee from the bondage of fruitive activities at the time of quitting the material body. So, for a devotee, the final destination is going back to Krishna. That is the final destination. That's why he himself says, Antakalecha mameka smaranukta kalevaram. One who thinks about me, one who meditate upon my name, my form, they come to me. This is the end result for any devotee. So, how to do that? That's a devotional practice Prabhupada has given that. Here, Bhishma Dev is saying that personality Godhead who appears in the mind of a devotee by attentive devotion. So this is a very important point for a practicing devotees. Whatever we are doing should be attentive. We should be focused. It's not casual. Bhakti is not something casual. I cannot be, okay, do whatever do, let it happen. No. Bhakti is, it should be very, very attentive and careful. That's why somebody was mentioning that in Bhakti, if you do casual, you'll get into casualty. Casualty is dangerous. Why? Because we are dealing with a Krishna, Supreme Personality Godhead. Just to understand this very simple kind of analogy, suppose a prime minister or minister of a particular state comes to your place and he is standing next to you. Will you ignore him? You will do something else? No, you will pay attention to him because he is an important person. Now here, Supreme Personality Godhead, who is the control of the unlimited number of universes, and who is the Sarvaloka Maheshwara. He is there in front of you in the name of in his holy name, in his form, and we are ignoring. So how that possible? That's why Bhishma Devi says attentive devotion and meditation. How to do the meditation? Meditation by chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What is the result of this? Result is that releases devotee from the bondage of material fruitive activities. So we are in this material world, we are bound by this fruitive activities, the various three gunas, mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. On the top of it, we have so many other problems. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika, Adi Devika. All these problems are there. For getting released from these problems, Bhishmadev is giving a solution. The only solution Bhishmadev is giving, simply pay attention to the holy name of the Lord and do your devotion attentively and meditate on the holy name. This is the result. This is the process what Bhishmadev giving, and result is that you will come back to Krishna. That is the result Bhishmadev giving. Prabhupada writes in the purport, yoga means concentration of mind. Generally, in today's society, yoga means some physical exercise. Actually, yoga means the connection between Atma and Paramatma. That is the yoga. When whatever activity we do, if that can connect Atma to Paramatma, that is yoga. Not any other yoga what we do in the today's world. They are all, physical exercises or little gymnastic maybe, but not the real yoga. That's why Prabhupada says that yoga means concentration of mind detached from the all other subject matter. So fully focused on Krishna and detached from all other material things. That is real yoga. And actually, such concentration is called samadhi. So sometime may ask, samadhi means I should die? Only after dying I get samadhi? No. You can achieve samadhi when you are in this material world itself. What is required? Required is fully focused on Krishna's form, name, and glories and detached from all other material things. That is what samadhi is. That always thinking about Krishna, never forgetting Krishna. Always doing something for pleasure of Krishna. Prabhupada quotes here from Bhagavad Gita. He says, engrossed with the thoughts of the Lord in ninefold devotional services. What are the ninefold devotional services? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam, Padasevanam, Sakhyam, then Dasyam, Atmaniveda. Like that, it goes different process of devotion service. Now, one may not be able to do all, or if possible, all is better. Or if not, Prabhupada says at least take up one and focus on it. Of course, others also required, but focus on one at least so that you can perfect. We have so many acharyas, so many great personalities who perfected each one of them. For example, Sukadeva Goswami is perfected the speaker, the Kirtana, and Parishit Maharaj hearing Shravana. So Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Prahlad Maharaj. Like that, each one, Dasya, the this one, Hanuman, Sakyam, Arjuna, Padasevanam, Lakshmi Devi, Archanam, I think Akrura. Like that, each one is, perfected. Atmanivedanam, Bali Maharaj. Each one has taken up, I think Archanam, Prutu Maharaj, I think. But point I'm saying that each one has perfected their one process and made their life perfect. So at least us, we should take up at least one and focus our mind on that. In the process, we may get others also. That's why Prabhupada is saying ninefold devotional service, namely hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, praying, becoming voluntary servant. This is the most important thing. Becoming voluntary service. Service is not forcible. Service is not out of compulsion. Generally, people do service either out of duty. For example, in the company, we do service because they paid. That's why out of duty, we do services. Or there are other places they do services out of duty, thinking that is my responsibility. Like, for example, father, mother serve the children out of responsibility. Yes, taking care of kids, give them a rice education, right in, kind of knowledge is the responsibility. And there are services done out of fear. There are certain places they kind of, if don't do it, will be punished. So that is, another way of doing it. But bhakti is not like that. Bhakti is out of pure love, voluntary. That's why we are not God-fearing people. We are God-loving people. We don't have to fear for the Lord because Lord is our eternal Father. Why should we fear of Lord? We are Lord, Lord loving people. So Prabhupada says, voluntary servant, carrying out orders and establishing friendly relationship and offering that one may possess. This last one again, offering one may that possess. Each one may be having so many things. Somebody may be having money. Somebody may be having intelligence. Somebody may be having skills. Somebody different skills, speaking skills, singing skills, art, craft, whatever, or networking, all these skills. Or somebody may be educated in materially, doctor, engineer, chartered accountant, whatever it is. Whatever it is, engage at Krishna's service. Utility is a principle, Srila Prabhupada says. Whatever I have it should be engaged in Krishna's service. Yat karoshi yat najnashi dadasya. Krishna says, Madarpanam. Offer to me. That is the process we should follow. So that's why, bhakti is so easy. We don't have to do extra work. Whatever I have it, engage in Krishna's service. That is the point. So Prabhupada further says that thus by chanting the holy names before quitting the body, the yogi is at once transferred to the internal energy and the Lord won that eternal light. So what is the goal of life? If anyone asks, generally the material world, the goal of life, they say, okay, I want to become CEO of the company. I want to make so much bank balances, or I want a big house, or all those things. But real goal of life is none of them, because all these is your leave. You cannot take that. The permanent goal of life is to attain Krishna's lotus feet by just simply by serving. So that's why Prabhupada says, just by chanting the holy name at the time of quitting the body, because Antakalecha Mameka Smarana Mukta Kalevaram, Krishna very clearly says that one who remembers me, one who can think of me at the time of death, he'll come back to me. So going back to Krishna is our goal that we have to follow. That's why Prabhupada says, going back home, back to Godhead, because it's our home. Back to Godhead. Godhead is our home. So Acharya says, Illirudu Summane, Allirudu Nammane. So that is our real house. We have to plan to go. Whenever we are quitting the body, I should be ready to go there. That's why Prabhupada says here. So this qualification, the desire to be transferred in spiritual sky. So we need to develop the desire, because Krishna fulfills all my desires. We need to develop that desire, the strong desire, intense desire. Yes, this life itself, I should go back. I don't want any more life. This should be my goal of life. When I have that strong desire, Krishna arranges, Krishna fulfills all my desires. That's why Krishna says, Bhagavad Gita, no? Ye Mahatma Sudurlabha. He says, one who, 1 second. He says, Bahuna Janmanante, Jnanavan ma prapadyante, Vasudeva sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Bahunam Janmanante. So after many, many lives, many human life, many other lives, finally we got this life. We got the human life, and also we got connection with the Supreme Lord. We got the connection with the Supreme Lord. Yesterday we explained the connection, Sambandha, then Prayojana, Sambandha, Abhideya, the process, and finally the Prayojana result. He says, Bahuna Janmanante, Jnanavan ma prapadyante. Understand that Supreme Lord Krishna, after so many births and deaths, actually knowing him to be Supreme Lord, surrender to me, surrender to Krishna, and thinking that he is the cause of all causes. Such great soul is very rare. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Understand that Vasudeva, Krishna's son, the Vasudeva's son, Krishna, is Sarvamiti, is everything. When that personality is Sudurlabha. So it is not easy to develop that, love. It says that Mahatma Sudurlabha. So we have to have the aspiration to become that Sudurlabha, that personality who is Krishna's strong devotee. Always thinking about Krishna. Manmana madbhadvakto madhyaji namaskuru. Krishna says in 9th chapter, he says, Mayavasya yuktajva atmanam mat parayanaha. He says, always think of me, be devoted to me, worship me, and offer obeisance to me. Having dedicated your mind, body to me, you will certainly come to me. So Krishna is very clearly saying, dedicate your mind, body, thinking, willing, kayana vacha manasana, that's saying that, no? Whatever you speak, whatever you do, everything offer to Krishna. That's how Krishna is saying, you always think of me, always devoted to me, worship me, and offer obeisance to me. Everything Krishna says, give it to me. He doesn't say, no other option he gives. So some people may ask, why Krishna is doing this? He says such a selfish, egoistic personality. He's saying, no, everything give to me. You think about me only. You surrender to me only. Everything in Bhagavad Gita says me. Nothing else. Is he such a egoistic personality? Somebody may think that. But Acharya is explaining, no, he is doing that for our betterment. Because if he doesn't do that, we may go anywhere else. And if we go anywhere else, we'll lose the way. We will not come back to him. So that's why he is clearly saying, this is the only way. Please think about me. Please come back to me. That's why he is making it very, very clear. So as a practice devotees, we should keep this in mind. Our only goal is to attain Krishna, nothing else. When that is there, everything will be taken care. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, may he remain here, pratikshatam, until I, after some time, after drinking the sweetness of his beauty with my eyes, after I praise him, reveal what is in my mind, give up my body. Bhishmadev is saying that, yes, I'm looking that beautiful form now. I'm looking at that beautiful body. I want to... Devotees, can hear me? Any disturbance? Can somebody...
hear, Prabhuji.
Can hear.
No problem. Okay. So, Bhishmadev is saying that I'm drinking that beauty of the Supreme Lord. So fortunate. Maybe certain extent we are also fortunate because Krishna, with the mercy of Prabhupada, appeared in the Archa Vigraha form. There's so many temples Srila Prabhupada established. The beautiful temples, beautiful deities. This is the only temple, in our Sanatana Dharma, where deity decoration is given so important. If you go to some of the temples, deity dress changes doesn't happen daily. And here, daily dress changes happens, daily varieties of decoration happens, because Krishna is such a beautiful personality. So that's why he attracts everyone. That's why Krishna is called all attractive. He attracts everyone. That's why Bhishmadev is saying, I want to see that beautiful form before I leave the body. We can narrate similar pastimes when Srila Haridas Thakur about to leave his body. He also meets Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself. That day, so happened that Haridas Thakur was in near Jagannath Puri, but he was not allowed to go to Jagannath because he is born Muslim family. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu daily go to Jagannath, take darshan and bring prasadam for Haridas. See the fortunate of Haridas Thakur, Supreme Personality Godhead, brings prasadam personally and serves Haridas Thakur. So that day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Haridas, "Hey Haridas, how are you?" You know what Haridas replied? Haridas replied, "Mahaprabhu, my body is okay. I'm perfectly okay, but my mind is not okay." You know what? At that time, he was so lean, he was not eating anything, he was so weak, and body is completely, so weak. But still, Haridas says that, Mahaprabhu, my body is okay, but my mind is not okay. My mind is not focusing at lotus feet. Your lotus feet and holy name. Please bless me so that I can think about him. Then Haridas says that, Mahaprabhu, I know very soon you will leave me, but before you leave, I won't leave this body. So give me an opportunity, look at your lotus feet and leave this body. With that request, Haridas, looking at the beautiful form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lotus feet, quits his body, keeping his eye on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally carried Haridas Thakur's body and danced like anything, saying that, yes, Haridas gone back to Krishna, gone back home, back to Godhead. And he arranged big feast after cremating Haridas' body. He arranged big feast because the celebration that a devotee gone back to Krishna. Of course, at the same time, the devotees were sad that Haridas left. The point I'm trying to make here is that how Bhishmadev is thinking that he is so fortunate because he's seeing the beautiful form of the Lord. That is the aspiration as a practicing devotees I should also have. That's why in our house, wherever possible, keep beautiful form of the pictures of Supreme Lord, Tulasi Maharani, and always keep hearing the holy name, because we don't know when the end will come, my death will come. It could be Vishnuduta or could be Yamaduta. All depends on what consciousness I have, what mood I have, what I'm hearing, what I'm thinking. If I am able to remember Krishna, if I am able to call out Krishna, Vishnuduta will come. If I'm not, Yamadutas will come. So that my destination will decide. If Yamaduta comes, then Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam will go on. We don't know when will I come back again. But if Vishnudutta comes, yes, I'm going back home, back to Godhead. Vishnudutta will take. So that's where my test is at. That's why Prabhupada says that the whole life is like an study. The student studies. The exam is that the death. The few minutes of exam, I should be prepared for it. That's why Bhishmadev is saying that when I give up, my mind should be fully focused on your lotus feet. May he be the four arms who should at all times be the object of my meditation. Since my object of worship and with his pleasing form of smile remain directly in the front of my eyes and that time of my passing body. So this should be my prayers as practice devotees, our prayers in front of the Lord, not ask for anything else, no promotion, no money, no health, no wealth, nothing. Only prayer to the Lord. Oh Lord, please, please allow me to remember you at the time of quitting the body. Let me remember. Let me think about your beautiful form. And let me think about your holy name. That's all I want. Because that is the real success of my life. Nothing else. That should be my prayer. That's why for general people, they will have fear of so many things. Fear of losing property, fear of losing power. And for people may have fear of, losing their loved ones. But for devotee, only fear is that I should not forget Krishna. That is the only fear, nothing else. So that should be the mood in which, as a practice devotee, we should do. Finally, Chakravarti Thakur writes that Bhishma addressed him as a form with the four arms because that was the form Krishna mentioned in the mantra he used during the meditation. So Krishna appeared in the two-handed form, Shamsundara form, beautiful Trivanga form in front of, Bhishmadev. but he uses the four-handed form. So the point is that even Prabhupada says that, actually Prabhupada writes that Bhishma Dev is more fortunate than Arjuna, says. Why? Because Arjuna was sitting or standing behind Krishna in the battlefield, because Krishna is riding a chariot. Arjuna is standing behind and fighting. He could not see the beautiful, the smile, beautiful form of Krishna because sitting behind. Whereas Bhishma Dev fighting from the front, he could see the beautiful form of the smile of the Krishna. So that way, Prabhupada says Bhishma Dev is more fortunate than Arjuna. Of course, this is a different, kind of explanations. The point is that as a practice devotees, my step, my action should be that always I should be able to remember Krishna, and I'll never forget Krishna. That is the success of my life. That should be my thought process. Other than that, I mean, everything else will be taken care. I don't have to worry anything else. Hare Krishna. With this, I'll stop here. Devotees can share their comments, feedback, any questions, please. Yeah. We can start with the alphabetic order. Asha Mataji can start.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji.
My takeaway, whatever I do in devotion, I should do it attentively. Always I should remember Krishna, and whatever I do for him. That will take me, maybe I will progress in my bhakti. That's my takeaway for today, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Archana Mataji, same thing.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Rajaratnam Prabhu, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes,
in this Kali Yuga, I feel that this Jnana Yoga, Karma Kanda, what is not going to help us to reach Krishna. It's the only way is the Bhakti Yoga. So when you take Bhakti Yoga, as you said, now with the Bhakti that we need to follow Shravana, Kirtana, Vishnu, Shravanam, Bhagasevan, and so on. So Shravanam, when you say that listening is more important, not hearing actually. You have to listen. It should go into the mind. So that will be the helpful for us actually. Otherwise, hearing means you are hearing through one ear and it goes to other ear. So Kirtanam, we have to listen whatever the things which we have listened. We have to sing. This is Nama Sankirtan or Kirtan. We have to spell out. Next is Vishnu Smarana. We have to keep we have to remind everything, whatever the land which Vishnu Smarana. Then again, Pada Sevana is Parobhagara Idam Sariram, we can say like this. This body is meant to help others. So we have to go for servicing others, then you have to involve in all service activities. So like that, we should keep moving on. So when you want to get the mercy of Krishna, we have to keep attentive because we are doing almost kirtan, we are doing chanting, we are doing, but required at the same time, I feel that we need to increase our time for Krishna. So 24 hours, it may not be possible for us. Maybe we have to keep, now we are doing 2 hours or 3 hours, that let us increase slowly. So when you keep listening to the glories of God, so naturally we will get involved more and more, and we will become used to it. Because when you say that if you want, whether you need to go to temple, whether it is necessary, some people may ask, because God is there. Why you need to go for a temple? Because it is necessary. Because, for example, if you take oxygen is available everywhere. So I think we know that during the pandemic season, we saw that so many people, because oxygen is available, but people were searching for the oxygen because the system does not grasp. So like that, when you go to the temple, that vibration what is prevailing, when you see all those vigraha and other things, different forms of Krishna, as you said, what kind of, because he is Alankara Priya. Okay. So like that, when you see all those things, we become more closer to God. So in this way only we can improve our Because our system is not directly grasping everything. Only through seeing this like this and reading the glories of Krishna, all those things, it will help to grow further. Otherwise, it is not possible actually. Just by sitting, God is everywhere, I can see Him everywhere. It is not possible actually. So, so that is what I feel actually. We have to keep improving in our things by doing attentive service on this, attentive chanting and do service to others. Slowly, when you keep moving on, naturally will be go to that thing. Because what I feel is our feelings should be like a child is crying for the mother. Like that, it should come. When you our bhakti should reach that level. So that is the place where your we need to reach actually. That's what I feel actually.
Yes, bro.
To
100%.
get the mercy of Bhagavan actually, Krishna.
Yeah.
To get the mercy of that is required actually.
True.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think one important point is that we need to take a responsibility of service. See, devotional service means what? Just not saying that I'm a devotee. No, that's not enough. I have to do something. Like many times our seniors are giving example. If suppose husband wife, if the husband says to I love you, but doesn't bring anything home, doesn't do, then it's not she's not going to tolerate him. Similarly, if I keep saying I'm your devotee Krishna, that's not enough. I have to do, I have to take responsibility and do something for him. So when we go to temple, Acharya is saying that Krishna is asking, what have you done for me? That's all he's asking. But what I do, I am asking Krishna, what have you done? I don't think what I can do for Krishna. So that's the mood I should develop. I should think what I can do for Krishna. I should take responsibility of taking at least some services, committed services. Chanting is there, reading is there. In addition to that, some preaching activity, some helping. This is what Krishna wants to. Each one should take a little responsibility to move forward. Then Krishna empowers, encourages. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, next one to Mariappan Prabhu. Want to say anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
My sincere apologies, first of all, because I came a little late.
No problem.
Not little, almost I came 50% of class would have gone.
Is it there in the YouTube in case required?
Sure, Prabhuji. Goal of life is to attain the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Krishna fulfills all my desires. Hence, I must develop a strong desire to go back to Godhead. After so many births and deaths, I have been fortunate to acquire Krishna consciousness. Hence, I should not leave this precious opportunity. Krishna is specifically highlighting me. So I must remember that, and I should not go away from Krishna. Krishna must be my focus in all my devotional services. I must develop all my living environment Krishna conscious friendly so as to remember Krishna 24/7, because I don't know when my death is approaching. To ensure success of life, I must develop my entire living environment as Krishna conscious friendly, Prabhuji. This much I have understood. Thank you, Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Thank you. Lakshmi Mataji. Anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
I too came late, Prabhuji, sorry.
No problem.
Our object of meditation should be Krishna only, Prabhuji. We should remember Krishna always, especially at the time of death. We should think of his form and his holy name should come in our mouth, Prabhuji. For that, we should chant daily. All the time we should chant. At least 16 times, 16 rounds it is given. That too very difficult for me, Prabhuji. So God should help me. That is really, when will death come, we do not know, Prabhuji. So having heard all these things, we should think of Krishna always. That comes to my mind, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, thank you, Mataji. Please pray for us also. We'll also able to think of Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Ramesh Prabhu. Ramesh Prabhu want to say anything? Anything, Prabhu? Ramesh Prabhu? No? Okay. Samapti Mataji. After a long time joining. Are you there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. How are you?
Actually, Prabhu, I'm good, Prabhu. Actually, here network is so miserable, Prabhu. In our hostel, we didn't. Some days when I'm not getting actually network, so that's why. And some programs are going on in our college, so late night we have to invest. Prabhu, actually, I want to go for classes, but so much noise and everything, and if I'm putting headphone in my ear, no, they will talk that why what he's doing like that. That's why
Okay. Okay.
after such, Prabhu,
No.
I understood the class. And no question, I understood the class. Thank you,
Thank
Prabhu.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Shruti Mataji.
Yes,
Anything?
Prabhu, that's what I understood, that we should always remember Krishna, and whatever we do, we should offer it to Krishna. And also, only if we keep remembering Krishna, then only during the end time when our end is near, then we can remember Krishna and go back to his abode, Goloka Vrindavana. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult in the end time to remember Krishna. And Krishna's form is very attractive. That's why in our temples and all, in ISKCON temples, we take care to give all nice decorations to Krishna with flower, change his dress and all those stuff. Because Krishna is so attractive, so it is our duty to show him also in a very attractive form, so that he always attracts his devotees' mind and heart towards himself. And we should also be like that, always attracted to his lotus feet. That's what I understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Kumar Shankar Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
So here the complete surrender has to be done towards Krishna. So the one good example that had been given is through the Haridas Thakura, the Namacharya. So he had no time for thinking the worldly matters. He was always engaged in chanting. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has come to deliver him, Prabhuji. So this mode, not everyone can get it, but at least we can try to get on path with that one, so that at least we can chant minimum of 16 rounds per day, so that we can Prabhupada, with the guidance of Prabhupada, we can go back to God. Okay.
Thank you. Varsha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So
Mataji.
nothing much. Today's takeaway is that I should do bhakti with attentiveness, not casually. I have to take this very seriously, Prabhuji. I'll try this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So tomorrow is a special day in our temple. It's a anniversary of date installation. So we call it as annual day. So all are requested to come. I sent in the group. Please join us morning 9 o'clock, 8:30, the breakfast, Bhagavatam class, then Abhisheka, of course, then lecture. His Holiness Bhakti Prachar Parvichak Maharaj is there. His lecture will be there. So requesting all to join. If you are not confirmed, please, link is there in the group. Please confirm, please come. Morning, tomorrow anyway is public holiday. So please join, temple. I know those who are far away, difficult, but those who are in near R.R. Nagar, Kumasam Layout, please join. Hare Krishna. So with this, I'll end here. Tomorrow's Bhagavatam again, 9 o'clock. Please invite as many people as possible. Let's take ownership of at least, taking one soul back to Krishna. Each one of us, take the one little responsibility that will help, in our own progress. With this, I'll end here. Thank you, Rajatna Prabhu, coming all the way from very far and guiding us. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Panchakalpatarubhyasya. पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। See you tomorrow 9 o'clock. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.